Hunger Games Girl on Fire is here for iOS. But is this more than just another movie tie-in? Find out today on App Judgment. This episode of App Judgment is brought to you by Netflix.
Welcome to App Judgment, your source for mobile application news and reviews. I'm Anthony Carboni.
And I'm Jackie Talbot.
And the Hunger Games came out for
hey,
iOS.
Man. Hunger Games.
Hunger Games. If you're not familiar with the Hunger Games, basically the Hunger Games is a story about there is Elizabeth Banks, who is the godmother of the West.
Yeah.
And then Katniss's house falls onto her.
That's what happens.
And then Katniss steals her magic bow and goes running through a forest with other kids, and they're all fighting to be the Harvest King or Queen.
You know what? They're just starving.
They're starving.
You know,
and
it's set in the future.
It's set in a future depression.
It's based on real life events.
It's basically a retro future alternate timeline version of the Great Depression.
Yeah.
It's very steampunk, I think, where the world has been taken over by hornets.
Lots of giant human-sized hornets, to be in fact.
Yes.
They are called tracker jackers.
Mm-hmm. Which you may be thinking that is to track down people who are sex offenders, but those are jacker trackers.
That's jacker trackers,
Yeah.
not the way around. These are tracker jackers,
Yeah.
so we're good in that.
Not to be confused. So anyway, the game that is based on this movie.
Hey, yeah, we've been playing this game based on this
great.
awesome story that we just completely explained to you.
Yeah, completely explained it. It's a new game. It's created by the guys who were behind Cannibalt.
Yeah.
And you can really tell when you play this that these are the guys that did Cannibalt.
It's one of the cool little side-scrolling games, which make me super dizzy. So I don't do too well in them. I think my highest score was like 3,000 or something.
I think that's hilarious. Like, most people get motion sick from 3D games, but you cannot handle 2D games.
Can't do it, man.
So basically, this is a runner game. You have two planes that you can jump up or drop down to.
Thanks.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I think so.
Yeah,
and then you're constantly running. You have your bow and arrow, and you are trying to take out these hornets, which I guess are the tracker jackers.
Tracker jackers. You gotta kill them.
And basically, you can get hit twice, right?
Yeah.
So you get hit once, and you're kind of like infected.
Yeah, and then like flashes blue, and you can't really do anything.
And then if you get hit again before you have a chance to recover, the game is over. And I noticed that the more times you get hit, the longer it seems to take you to recover.
Yeah. So like obviously, if you're kind of losing it, then it's gonna realistically slow you down. Which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. It's got a good scaling, like rising level of difficulty.
So how far? Because like I said, I didn't get too far, but I had two platforms, two levels, and then you're hitting the tracker jackers all over the place. But how involved and kind of changing does it get?
It gets more intense, like it starts throwing more and more in the hornets at you, and then they kind of get shields, and then you sort of leave the forest area, and there's a bunch of other stuff that you can do. They're like throwing down like electric traps at you that you got to dodge and things like that. It's really cool. It looks great.
Yeah, I do like how it looks. Yeah,
pixel art was done by Paul Veer, who's done a lot of stuff for like Super Crate Box and stuff like that. So it all looks really good. The music is by Danny Baranowski, who did the Cannibalt music, obviously, but also the soundtrack to Super Meat Boy.
Oh, so lots of huge names behind this.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Which is interesting. Yeah.
One of the things that I liked about it that you actually brought up to me was that it doesn't feel like a movie tie-in.
Yeah, so we've seen this before where there's like a huge movie coming out, and so people just get on the app bandwagon to try to promote the crap out of it. And this one, is kind of along those lines. Like
it's not throwing advertisements in your face.
It's really good about that. It's super subtle. It doesn't even feel like an ad app or anything.
Yeah,
like
there is like an
extra.
There's like an extras menu
where
you can like buy tickets to the movie
and
like buy the soundtrack, see the trailer, all that stuff. But they don't throw it in your face.
But I think that's awesome to include, and it obviously is extras. It's not like after every time you die you have to watch the trailer, or like you have to like close out something that's trying to force you to buy tickets. It's really unintrusive, and it's nice.
Yeah, it's very cool. There's global rankings.
Yep, you can see how awesome you are or not. Because I'm not.
It just kept scrolling and scrolling, and you're like, where am I? It's like 500 names down. You're like, what? I got 3,000 points.
I keep keep trying to deny fate.
Yeah, so really well put together game, and we will have our final judgment on Girl on Fire in just a second. But first, we wanted to thank our sponsor. Netflix streams TV episodes and movies directly to your home, saving you time and money. You can instantly watch unlimited TV episodes and movies streaming directly to your PC, Mac, or right to your TV with your PS3, 360, or Nintendo Wii console.
Yeah, and for an unlimited time, you can get your free trial membership. Just go to netflix.com/AJ to sign up now. Netflix is also now available in the UK and Ireland, so our viewers there can get the same free trial as in the US. Just check out netflix.co.uk/AJ or netflix.ie/AJ.
So, Girl on Fire.
Hunger Games.
Short game.
Yeah, it is.
Although there's rumors that more levels are going to be coming.
Yeah, with like that many big names behind it, I feel like it's kind of.
It'll be interesting
Well,
because
let's
since it's a marketing game and since it's a tie into a movie, it's really up to the studio as to whether they want to put the money into having these guys make more levels.
Right.
I would love to see more.
Yeah, we'll see.
Super Short had some slight frame rate and control issues.
Yeah, sometimes I would just try to throw my bow and arrow and it just wouldn't do it sometimes, but overall.
Overall, it's great and it's free.
Yeah.
So we
can't
definitely
really
say
complain.
download this one.
Definitely.
Especially if you are a giant Hunger Games fan like Jackie and I are.
Obviously, we are the biggest fans. So stoked to see the movie.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Whew.
Yeah, boy.
We're just gonna keep going with this. Before we go, we wanted to let you know that we are shifting our schedule. If you're used to watching us on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Fridays, get ready.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Get ready to have your world rocked.
Because now we are on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. That's going to be starting next week, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't, so that shift doesn't catch you off guard. Right. And also remember that you can find us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Crosswalk if you're a big app junkie, like everybody here is.
Obviously.
We'll see you when. Tomorrow's going to be tomorrow's Friday.
Friday, we're doing tomorrow.
But then we'll see you on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, we will.
All right. It's even confusing to me.